To empty out the shark, all you would have to do is press this button here on the top, and you can see how the canister ejects. And then you slide it out, and at the very top, that's where the dirt goes in. At the bottom, the gray button, that's what opens up the bottom trap door. Don't want to make a mess here. So you go ahead and push that button. The bottom door falls out, and you can see all the debris falls into the bag. To close it up, just push the door back in, and it clicks in place. Then you slide it back into position. Just a little overview. To the left, there's a little pinch handle. There's the Hepa filter. Has a little handle, you can slide it out. And this is brand new, so obviously it's clean. There's a charcoal filter on the inside. And then you push it back in. And then you pinch the little handles, that release handles, and then it clicks back into place. In the front, it's hard to see because it's all black. At the top here, that's where all the debris cleans from the vacuum, and the two silver tabs, that's the charging area. Over to the right, once again it's hard to see because it's black, there's a little pinch handle, and at the very top you can pull out the filter, and this was only used maybe 5 times where it was cleaned itself, so you can see how dirty that gets. So that's going to have to be cleaned fairly often. I'm just using my finger for demonstration purposes, but you probably should use probably an old toothbrush just to clean that out. And then inside, underneath the filter, there's a little tab where there's a secondary filter, and there's a lot of debris that fell through to the bottom. So you gotta make sure you put that back on, and there's this little tab you can pull out. So when you put this back together, I didn't at first, but you gotta make sure you push it down into place or the door won't go on. And it's black, so it's very hard to see. So I'll take the cover back off, insert the filter just a little bit better. And then you can see the door will go right back into place. The green light tells you that it's on, and in the back and the bottom is your on-off switch, and that's just for the base unit. Look at all the debris that came out of this canister just after 3 or 4 cleanings. The button over to the left is for clean. The button to the right is dock. If you pinch the back cover, that is the container where all the debris goes in. Just push those 2 gray buttons and it slides right out of the shark. If you pinch the top cover, that'll open up, and the bottom is where the dirt goes, and there's another filter, and you can see there's a collection point of all kind of debris, and that's going to be needed to be cleaned out fairly often. And once again, this shark just self-cleaned before I took this apart here. That snaps back into place. That's where all the debris gets emptied out into the canister. This is where the debris goes in. You slide it back in, snaps in place. When this bumper is depressed, it tells the shark not to lift the wheels in case it gets into a jam. On the underside, you can see the travel that the wheels have, and as I push this in and out to go over obstacles like carpet, and you have sensors on the left, 2 in the front, and on the right hand side, 6-inch cleaning area. These metal plates are the charging point for the docking station, and this 6-inch cleaning area does overlap when it's running. When I turn it over, the left battery level, Wi-Fi signal, you press that button to clean, the right button for the dock, it'll set it back to the docking station. You can see when it's running in this room how the carpet lines overlap. Although it doesn't have much of a cleaning area, about 6-7 inches, it does overlap and doesn't miss any places. It seems it's very organized, and the more you use it, the smarter that it gets. This shark is probably one of the best units out on the market today. I got mine for about $425. One of the cons is you have to use it on a single level floor, so if you have multiple levels you would need one shark for each level unless you're going to move it all the time. But if you're doing that, it doesn't make it automatic. You could set this shark on a timer to start at the same time every day for the amount of duration that you choose. If you're at work and you want to run the vacuum, you have a app on your phone and turn it on and off, send it to the dock. One thing that I didn't point out about the vacuum, on the top of it there is a camera, and I'm not sure how the camera works, but it did make a note in the directions that you cannot run this vacuum in the dark. You would need a light on. So if you are going to do a self-clean, you got to make sure that it's either daylight, or if you're doing it at night, you have to leave a light on. One thing that I find amazing about this vacuum is we walk around in the house with our socks on, so the house stays pretty clean. The amount of dirt that this picks up with not having any outside dirt, it really seems to do some serious deep cleaning. While this is cleaning, I just want to remind you, if you like this video, please subscribe, like it, share it with a friend. You can see when it finds a leg, you can see how it's really trying to keep close to the leg and memorize where the leg is. And you can see how it seems to be deep cleaning the carpet by all the carpet lines. When you hit the dock button on the vacuum, it'll stop vacuuming and it'll try to go back to the base unit. And in this demonstration, I did the vacuuming in the den, which is a step down, so I had to pick it up and put it in that room from the docking station. It doesn't normally clean that area on its normal routine. And as you can see, it's randomly going different directions and can't find the docking station. Now when I'm in this room, the vacuum started from the docking station and it did a quick cycle and then I hit dock. And as you can see, it goes right to the docking station. And this is the normal routine it does when it's going back to the docking station.